everybody, this is Dr. Dain. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness from a beautiful sunny day here in Southern California. What's today's tool? Well, I'd like to present to you a concept or a possibility of what it might be like to have a day without judgment. So here's how it works. You know how you normally wake up in the morning and there's kind of an elephant on your head that you have to dislodge before you can even get started? Imagine on this particular day, let's say tomorrow. Imagine you wake up tomorrow and you're lying in bed. And rather than all that stuff being able to start, you don't know why and you don't know how, but for some reason it's not there. And instead you have a space of possibilities. It feels almost like it's just surrounding you and moving through every cell of your body and your being. And you lie there, and rather than having heaviness that increases and wrongness that increases, you have a sense of lightness, a sense of peace, a sense of space, a sense of possibilities. And as you lie there pondering possibilities, you know how before when you would ponder possibilities, it would kind of like go and turn into a contracted little space and twist up? Well, imagine it didn't. And now imagine you get out of bed and you go and look in the mirror, as you're going to go get ready for work or school or whatever it is. And rather than start with the litany of judgment, it's just not there. You don't know why and you don't know how. Because you know how most people start with the litany of judgment on their bodies where they go, oh my God, these are too small and this is too big and this is too saggy and this is too small and these are too wrinkly. What if it just wasn't there and couldn't be? Imagine how you'd feel after just a half an hour of having absolutely no judgment in your world. Now imagine you take your shower and you get ready and still no judgment, but you feel almost like a cocoon of possibilities around you. You're not sure why it's there, but you're really grateful it is. And you don't shut it off, you just allow it to increase. And now imagine you go downstairs and you say hi to your significant other and they're having breakfast, and normally where there would have been this space of maybe bickering between you or some of the heaviness that's sometimes there, it's just not able to be there. And now imagine you give them a huge hug and you're in this cocoon of possibilities and it transfers to them too. And all of a sudden, whereas they were kind of like this before and wrinkled up in their brow, their face lightens and relaxes and they start having a sense of space too. And all the judgments that they were in vanish because you're in such a space of no judgment and such an awareness of possibilities. Now imagine you go to work, and normally where everybody's complaining about the government and complaining about the bosses and complaining about the people below them, you're a voice for a different possibility. In fact, you're the living, walking energy of a different possibility. And no matter how hard their judgments try to come in, rather than them coming in and making you heavy and twisting you into smallness, they hit that cocoon that's around you of possibilities, and instead of contracting into smallness, it adds to the space you have available. So even other people's judgments don't contract you into smallness. Now imagine being like that for a day just around the people you work with. Would it change them? Would it inspire them to know that something different is possible? Yeah, every one of those people who's been looking for something different too would be inspired by your willingness to be it. And then they'd know, my gosh, maybe it is possible to live in a world beyond judgment. Wonder how does it get any better than this? And now imagine you come back home and your significant other, your spouse, your wife, your roommate, whatever, has been in their own space of no judgment, and you come back together. How much more caring is there between you? How much more love is there able to be between you? How much more gentleness and how much more kindness? And then imagine you share that with your kids and you share it with your family. Imagine being this way for an entire week where no judgment had any effect on you. Do you see how you would be the inspiration to other people? You would be the invitation to them to know that a totally different reality was available, and if you were willing to be it, it would let them know that it could be, because somebody else is actually willing to be it in the world. Would you like that for the world? Would you ask right now, hey, you know what? Ask the universe, what's it going to take? Ask yourself, ask God, whatever it is for you, whatever works for you, just ask and make the demand, this is what my life is going to be like. I'm going to have this. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not be for a long time, who cares? I'm going to have this as my life. Can you imagine what it would be like to have a judgment-free life? If you can start with that example of a judgment-free day, and just add your own examples of what else might be possible, like you interacting with other people, you getting bills, and rather than going into, oh my God, I can't do it, what if you went into, wow, what is possible to do and what is possible to change here? That's the possibility that I envision. So what if that could start, and what if it could start now for you? So thank you very much for listening. Thank you so much for being part of this tour of consciousness. And what's it going to take? to have the judgment-free day lead into your judgment-free life. Thank you much. Easy for me to say. Thanks very much for being with me. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and the change this world requires? Look forward to next time, my beautiful friends. Bye.